Hello everyone, welcome to day 17th of February Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is container with most water. In this question, you are given an input array where each value represents the height of a particular wall, and you need to tell what is the maximum water that can be stored by any two walls confined between any two walls. For example, in this case, the maximum water that can be stored is 49, which is confined by the heights 8 and 7. Uh, how did we calculate this? Minimum of these two heights into the width, the difference between their coordinates, which is equivalent to the width of the current square or rectangle, whatever it may be. So let's quickly look at the algorithm that I have created for this. Also, the naive approach is pretty simple. You can come up with your own by your own. However, for the optimized solution, it's slightly trickier and you won't be able to devise it by yourself if you have not done it in the past before. So let's talk about how do we calculate the area between any two heights that are given to us. The formula is equal to the minimum of the two heights equals to minimum of h1 comma h2 into the width, and width will be given to us by the difference of the indexes where h1 is held and h2 is held. For example, the uh, water contained between these two walls would be 8, minimum of 8 and 1, which is 1, into the difference between 1, its index is 1 minus 0, so 1 into 1. So this gives the water contained between these two walls. And let's take another example. What is the water contained between these two walls? The minimum out of these two heights is 6. 6 into 6 minus 2, which is 4, so the value is 24. And let's try and come up with the naive approach. You will be using two loops, one for I and one for j. For each height, you will calculate the corresponding maximum area across all the other indexes. For example, for this, you will calculate with 1, and then with 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then 6, 7, and 8. Ultimately 8. Similarly, you'll start it again starting from the index 1. So here we have confined and restricted one position of the wall, and for each other uh, indexes we are calculating the maximum area, and we'll be doing that, and through the process whatever the maximum area would be, that would be your answer. So this is the first approach, which is pretty simple to come up with. The complexity here would be order of n square. And now let's talk about an optimized solution, which is slightly trickier. So hypothetically, let's assume that this is my left corner and this is my right corner. So what would be the area contained by these two walls? The minimum of left comma right, minimum of left comma right into the difference between its indexes. So Ri minus Li. And what would be the next possible contender for the maximum area? It would definitely be somewhere inside these two walls, and that would be only possible if we have greater heights uh, in between them. If the heights are lower, then it won't be possible because eventually the width span is gonna reduce. However, we want the height span to increase correspondingly so that the maximum can be overcome from the previous maximum. What I'm trying to say, uh, if we if we calculate this area first, the area confined between the two extremes, and we try to look for a higher area that is confined within these boundaries, it would be definitely the one which has more height, because it has to have more height. So this could be one of the possible contenders, and this could be the possible contenders because uh, if they don't have more height than these two, it will definitely not have a greater area because the width factor is getting reduced here. This width would be lower than this complete width, and therefore it ought to have greater height factor, then only it can balance the width reduction. So let's try and think about a two-pointer approach for this. You initialize left here and right here, and you calculate the area in a variable. The area in this case would be 1. I think the values have changed. So let me just talk about it in general. So let's just ignore these. These are incorrect. And let's calculate one area here, which will be the default area. And since the right height is greater than lower height, you increment the right pointer till the time it doesn't become equal to the right height. In this case, you again calculate the area. So this is the second contender, and this time the left height is greater than right height. So what you'll do, you'll move the right pointer here. So right pointer gets here, and you'll again calculate this area. And this time the right height is lower than left height, so you'll move the right pointer backwards. Right pointer gets here, and you'll again recalculate the area. And here the left height is lower than right height, we'll increment the left height. So while we are doing this, we are always moving towards the height which is greater in nature. So left comes here, and again the right height is greater, so we'll calculate the area and move the left pointer. Left comes here, and since right is again higher, we'll calculate the area and move the left pointer to the right, and this becomes the left now. In this case, uh, right is lower, we'll calculate the area and move the right pointer to this position. Right gets here, and again we'll repeat the process. They cross each other and we avoid the process. So instead of calculating all the possibilities of order of n square, we have reduced it to order of n using the two-pointer approach. And let's quickly code this up. So let's define the two pointers. Left equals to 0, integer, right equals to height dot length minus 1, and let's define a max area variable equals to 0 while left is less than right. Let's calculate current area. Math dot minimum height of left comma height of right into right minus left, and update the max area if current area is greater than the previously calculated max area. If my left height is lower than my right height, then I'll move left towards right. Otherwise, I'll move my right towards left. So the overall complexity here becomes order of n instead of order of n square, and I'll simply return the max area. Quite straightforward way of writing code. Let's try this up. Accepted. What would the time complexity? Time complexity is order of n, and SC is order of 1. Because you are not using any extra space, you have just initialized few variables here. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it.